Good evening, everybody. The date is March 4th, 2017. We're here on the lovely map of Cora, and this is Squad Ops. My name is Muff, and I am here with none other than the founder and creator of Squad Ops himself, Karmakut.
Hello.
He's gonna commentate with me tonight. We're gonna be running Operation Spartan Trail. It's gonna pit the U.S. against the insurgents. I'll go over the finer details a little later on, but basically the U.S. is going to choose a point west of the Delta Echo line, and they are going to fortify it. You can see some blueberries on my map down in the location already. But first, let's go over our squads, our teams, everything. We've got a big full serve. We got over 70 people in here tonight. It's going to be a good one. I'm going to be following the United. It is.
This is a new op.
This is the first time today.
Second time.
Second time today. First time running it. Let's give credit to the creators. It was actually kind of co-created by Hammering Hutch and Lish. They threw their minds together, came up with this. It's going to be exciting. It went really well in the EU session earlier today. With that, I'm going to go over command and squad leaders, and actually we'll just go over our respective sides. I'm watching US, Karmakut's watching Insurgents. So on the US side, the command is Lish, the one-man command band. And the squad leaders, in no particular order, are going to be Nasty Nate, Alexo, Xbit, and Kirkley. And they're doing a little platoon briefing right now, going over some details. What do you got over on the insurgent side, Karmakut?
Yeah, so we have Creeping leading the insurgent forces today with Hutch, Jaffe, Dr. Kamikaze, and Barton squad leading for the insurgents, and they're gonna be looking for these. They're gonna be looking for these U.S. forward forces in order to take out that FOB before it gets placed.
Yes, they will, and Creeping and Hutch or Creeping and Lich, I'm sorry, are both experienced commanders. They've done it multiple times, so this will be a good one. Nothing new for either one of them. They've got competent squad leaders as well.
You guys wants to take the AR.
And I'm going to go over a little bit of the finer stuff of this particular op. As you can see, most of the U.S. forces are FOB Ross. In fact, all of them are, with the exception of the squad down in Charlie 8. Now, that's Alexo squad. That's the point they're going to defend. The goal is for the rest of these United States forces to get down there and support them and help them eliminate the militia folk. Or, I'm sorry, the insurgents. But, obviously, the insurgents are going to try to stop them. Again, their point had to be west of the Delta Echo line. And they're down in Charlie 8, keypad 5, so they're way west. The one squad starts there. The remainder spawns in that they have to link in. The command, Lish himself, is the only guy that can place the FOB once they get down in Charlie 8. So the sooner they get there, the sooner they get to use a logi dump and place that FOB, and then they can build some defenses. With that, we'll go over the assets so that we know what they're going to bring down there with them. For the U.S. sides, they're going to be using 2 automatic riflemen per squad, 1 GL, 1 LAT, and 1 medic. So they're going to be packing some heat on the way down there. They're also going to be accompanied by 1 open-top Humvee. It's going to be for the whole team, and a Logi truck. So they're both going to be coming most likely together to push down and defend. What are the insurgents going to use to defend? Do you know what their assets are, Karmakut?
One thing I forgot to mention.
Yeah, so the insurgents actually they get 2 times ARs, 1 times RPG, 1 times scout, 1 medic, and they're allowed to scrounge up any vehicles that are spawned around the map by default. So we'll see if Creeping decides to go and fetch vehicles further away, or if he just decides to stick with the ones within his vicinity.
Yeah, that's a good wild card. There's a lot of good wild cards because the insurgents can spawn on any spawnable point, that be in their main or either of the 2 caches that have appeared. And if you're looking at my map, you can see that 2 caches. There's one in Delta 6-ish and one in India 5. I think Karmakut could give us more precise locations. But that's where they're at.
So there's multiple SPG techies around, as well as the Dishka technicals, and then there is actually one artillery truck that I do think the insurgents plan on using to bombard the forward base.
That could be.
Are we ready to go live? I've called us ready. We're just waiting on them.
We're waiting on INS right now. Just sit tight.
How do we pass the time?
Here, try again.
We could create a rap circle and freestyle.
Simon says jump one.
Anybody can.
Anybody
Simon
can. That's the
says
point.
go
Nate,
prone.
Nasty, you better get in there, bro.
There's only one person playing.
All right, we had.
Make sure all of your
Be good to
guys
go.
know to turn left at that crossroad on Delta 7.
All right, we had a couple technical difficulties. We should be good to go. I'm going to keep going here, though. The U.S. gets the one Logi dump, so they're going to bring that Logi truck with them. They don't need to worry about resupplying it or anything. They've just got to get it down there. The Humvee they can have as long as they need. Again, the insurgents can scrounge up any vehicles. They can take anything anywhere on the map and look for them to do just that. As well as being able to use any vehicle, they can run back to any repair and resupply station and use those at their will. They cannot place any, but they can use them. Anything else? I've covered it all except for this main river in the middle. There's that big river, middle of Cora here. Any vehicles wanting to cross that must use the bridges. Other than that, that's about it. Fairly simple.
Copy, I got it.
But enough to keep everyone on their toes. I can hear Lish giving some orders. We've got a bunch of cameras.
Convoy come past you guys, you'll peel behind the convoy and keep rear security behind the convoy.
Actually, tonight we have a total of 12 first-person cameras. I'll read off their names in no particular order, but you can see them throughout the night. Penn, our camera guy, is going to have their names displayed too in the corner of the screen. In no particular order, our cameras are going to be Xbit, Alexo, Lish, Shadowed Ritual, Spartan, Cloud Void, Hyper Evo, Keel Randor, Merrick 362, the Tactical Brit, and Bunny. So we've got a lot of them. Looks like we've got them spread out on both teams as well. Which is good. Get advantages from both sides as well as above from myself and Karmakut's camera angles.
This is true. Yeah.
I'm going to shoot down with my camera and check out the setup at Charlie 8, Keypad 5. We'll look at this compound that they've decided to take shelter in.
Because buds get it.
The big thing here is that the U.S. is going to want to get to their forward defense zone here as quick as possible, and hopefully taking little casualties as well. And hopefully the insurgents on their side can find them quick. All right, look at this little compound. Lots of trees, a couple trenches for them to hide in, and a nice surrounding wall. Yeah, there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A lot of holes they could push through. But plenty of cover. A couple compounds.
I do actually enjoy this this bottom point that US has picked, simply because while there are many holes on the southern side of the compound, they can simply lock down the left and right flanks, and they won't have to worry about those 4 or 5 holes on the southern wall.
Yeah, they can basically shut down advances from the entire south side. If they spread out a little bit to the east and west, they can totally shut them down and make them advance from the north, which is going to be harder.
Yourselves to pull your guns out, do it. Actually, no, don't do that. Never mind. Don't pull your guns out until we're live.
Are we going to build any defenses here, or
no? No, we're waiting on command. Command's the only one.
Yeah, the squad that we're going to see in here first is Alexo squad. Looks like he's got them broken down into a couple fire teams. The main thing they're going to do is be patient, wait it out, force the insurgents to find them while the rest of their forces can get down to reinforce them. The main thing they want to do is stay hidden, stay quiet. This southern area ought to do
Nope.
just fine
Figure
for
it
them
out
too.
as we go.
Oh, Pen, I got some chat. I got some chat for you, Pen. Cloud Void doesn't have a stream key, I don't think. I'm seeing the insurgents ready from creeping in the admin chat. I know that the US is ready. We might see a live here within the next couple minutes. We're going to go live at 1:18. That's 45 seconds. Pretty quiet. Let's buzz down, see if they're doing any local chat. Doesn't look like it. I'm going to scoot back over to the main US force that's going to be advancing. The insurgents are going to spawn at that cache, and they might be able to cut them off on the south. We're live in 5 seconds. And we are live. Here go the US forces. Let's see what they do. Not a single vehicle. Oh, there they are. Okay.
All right, now that we're live, it looks like the initial insurgent forces are now spreading out from both spawn points that they chose to use, and they're looking for this U.S. force in the south.
All right, U.S. forces, their vehicles are advancing. I think they have to start at Army checkpoint. I'm not sure if I missed that, but I
That
think
is
that the
correct.
U.S.
They have to spawn at
vehicles
Army
have to
checkpoint.
start there. So that's just the vehicle crew is coming down there. They obviously cross the river to the south as far as they can to try and avoid any insurgent forces. They know it's safe over by radio tower. They have forces down there. So
What's
they're going to
be
hug
very
the
interesting
south
here?
side.
Yeah, with the U.S. and insurgent forces are already within about 100 meters of each other on the south side here. It's going to be coming down to whether or not U.S. decides to engage or hide within the compound. I do believe insurgents going to check this compound, though. It's going to be a huge mistake if they don't. But they're really close now, 100 meters and closing on the advanced U.S. force in the south.
I'm going to make my way back over there. Oh, yeah, that entire insurgent force. What is that, 2 full squads to the south there?
Squad 2's
Or
current
to the
position
north,
is clear.
just crossing the river, yeah. We could see contact sooner than we think. Expit squad is right along the south side of the river, and Barton's squad is pushing right into the river from the north.
INS is
giant wall
rushing
in there.
past. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to spot these U.S. forces unless they go inside this compound.
That's good work by the U.S. forces to stay out of sight. That's really good.
Yeah, both U.S. and INS forces separated by 50 meters and a single wall right now.
I want 2 and 3 to begin moving towards that location. 4, I want you to continue.
It does look
on
like
mission.
INS is moving in to check this compound, but they aren't expecting any contact. It still looks like they're, just slightly scanning these buildings, but they aren't really expecting any compound or any contact in this compound on the south.
I've got Alexo calling them out. So Alexo squad down here, the U.S. forces do see the insurgents pushing in right now.
Yeah, it does look like INS is moving that entire squad down to the south right now. So we're going to see an engagement, whether it be a small skirmish or a prolonged engagement. It's going to rely entirely on it if the U.S. can eliminate these forces quickly.
They've also got an artillery truck just to the north in the field.
There is an artillery truck. It's a little buggy on my screen, but if they can get that truck properly oriented at this range, they can do a lot of damage to these U.S. forces garrison inside these buildings.
Yeah, 1 disengage and pull behind the vehicles to make sure that road's clear. And start moving down.
In the meantime, the remainder of the U.S. forces have just formed a wall on the southern side of the river, and here come the vehicles. The Humvee and the Logi truck are coming through. Just like that, they're heading south to make sure that they don't get spotted.
Humvees have taken a wrong turn. Humvees taken wrong turn, wrong left.
Oh, let's just call them out for taking a wrong turn there.
Bics have taken wrong turn.
Looks like they're heading back east a little bit. Yeah, that could slow them down a little. They hit a dead end. We have contact
Back at
now.
this southern compound, there's
This is when we're salting the fob.
back at this southern compound. We've had shots initially fired. INS still sacked outside on the outer wall. Frags going traded on the both sides of the wall right now. US has taken one casualty, and the arty truck is now getting sighted on this compound. But US is still holding the insurgents on the outer wall.
That's big. The U.S. force is now disclosed to the insurgents, so they have to hustle to get down there and save them, or they could lose a full squad without
Yep,
even getting
US
a
is
fob
now
down.
taking accurate arty round.
They've lost 2. They've lost 3. They lost their squad leader. Alexa was down. They are now down to 5 guys on their squad.
Yeah, US force is taking massive casualties at this southern compound. Huge arty round strikes, taking out a saloon right there.
Excellent artillery shots by Cloud Void. He's off to the northwest of this compound. Cut that squad in half. There's only 4 guys left now.
Yeah, that's
Or no,
that's
5.
4 to 5. Yeah, 4 to 5 US
5
soldiers. INS still stacked outside. US reinforcements need to hurry and get over here before the rest of the INS infantry on the north makes their way down south.
We lost squad 4 lead. Three, what's your status?
I got
We have
Lish pushing his
continual,
forces down.
continual arty rounds landing all over this compound right now. These are really close to the INS forces, so I think they're waiting until the arty truck empties its rounds before they push in with their infantry.
To start moving around north and try
And the insurgents also have an SPG, a recoilless rifle, to the northeast, just waiting for the vehicles. They're ready for them, definitely. And the vehicles are coming. Here they come. They're going to run right into the SPG. This is going to get exciting really fast. Let's see if we can get a good angle on it.
Ooh, US forces actually took out the SPG gunner.
That was a good shot. That was Lieutenant Smith and Lish and
Yeah,
rest of the
fantastic
squad. I
job
don't know
taking
the
out this technical that was ready to ambush them.
That was key because there's the Humvee and there's the Logi truck right there.
US forces
What's your status?
stopping at the SPG. They see a player in. Oh my God!
Ooh, so
Turtle
lucky.
tried to get inside the gun, but he gets dropped immediately.
That
The
SPG
convoy
is
is
going to blow
now
up.
on the site. Infantry's pushing in with the remainder of the vehicle squad.
4, I want you to flank around that group, eliminate them.
So the
and then
US
begin
is
moving
going to be
forward.
able to link up. They got to push fast before the INS overrun the remaining of the advanced US force. But we have infantry and vehicles from US now pushing in to assist the forward squad.
Oh, OD tap goes down to Bersang. And Bersang's going to hold off Wook MT and Killmore. 4 guys left on the US squad. They've got the entire squad pushing in on them. Looks like
And reinforcements have arrived. US reinforcements are now in the compound. We still have about 4 INS soldiers on either side.
and a
but
full
it
squad
looks
coming
like,
from the north for the INS
Yeah,
as well.
full squad. So everything's happening all at once. INS reinforcements, US reinforcements now on the site. We'll see if US can start building this FOB before these INS reinforcements get down on the southern compound. They're still mopping up the remainder of the initial INS squad that was attacking the forward. More arty rounds coming in though.
The U.S. did get there in the nick of time. It was looking pretty grim for their team. But now, there's still a full squad north for the INS, and they've got a fire team on the northern walls. We've got 2 full squads down at this point now.
U.S. reinforcements mopping up the remainder of this advanced INS squad. They're now going to try to establish a perimeter of the compound and repel this INS assault. They need to get the FOB reinforcements up as soon as they can. We still have another INS. Yep, and we still have an INS and US squad on the east side of the map. So we still have quite a few players that are not near the compound yet. So we'll see how that develops as they get close.
We're going to see a little fire team battle once Jay Remick, Kahuna, Anton Owens, and who's that? Big Yes Gonna run into the Tactical Brit, Silas, Dentrick, Hutch. Hutch's squad looks like.
Yeah, this INS squad right now is
peeking around right
trapped.
now. Ooh, J Remick throwing some grenade launcher shots forward. Hutch lobbed a nade over, almost took him out.
INS now in a really awkward
position.
position. Yeah, INS
Yeah,
now
the
in a
US
really
is just
awkward
filtering.
position.
US is heading to that compound. They're gonna defend the hell out of that thing.
Send the Logi out to pick you guys up. You can do that.
They're running straight away from the far northeast insurgent squad as well.
If you don't need us, we're just gonna walk it in.
You can see that initial unit. Excuse me, that initial U.S. squad had a single goal in mind, and that's to get inside the compound and to set a perimeter. So they're now inside fortifying the FOB, and we have a second U.S. infantry squad to their northeast, clearing out these INS infantry that are trying to delay any more reinforcements from getting towards this compound.
And that's good by the insurgents because they have an entire squad way to the northeast that they need to wait for. So slowing down everything that they can for the U.S. is helpful.
Yeah, INS now in full sprint, bringing their entire team to bear on this southern compound, but it's going to take some time as they are on foot.
I see some triangles turning down up to the northeast, though. The U.S. forces are actually taking some casualties. INS are hunkered down, waiting them out. They're going to catch anything coming through there.
You guys start coming in. Let's cover 2 and 1 coming in, and then you guys can garrison up on.
It looks like there's 2 insurgent squads. There is. There's an insurgent squad way east, way over there.
But we have the remainder of the U.S. reinforcements coming on that MSR, trying to get westbound towards that compound. But they are going to run into the remainder of the insurgent force here that's trying to cut them off.
Expit just traded with an insurgent. Expit was a squad leader. He is down now. That's 2 squad leaders for the U.S. down that I know of.
So he only has 1 kill.
Rip.
No, that was some really good artillery fire by Cloud Void in the beginning there to hit Alexo's squad. Took out 2 or 3 of them. I hear Lish giving orders. The Humvee is going out to support, and it looks like they found somebody. Biff Tannen on the gun, Google Truck's driving. They're not wasting any ammo, or saving any ammo for that matter.
U.S. in a really good position right now as they have the majority of their team now fortified within the compound. INS is trying to regroup and get the remainder of their forces all solidified for a final assault on the compound. But the amount of time it takes to walk from one side of the map to the other, it's going to take quite a while before INS can fully regroup.
Yes, it will. They're going to come, though. They're on their way. The Barton's squad, I see, is almost here. There's still at least a fire team way east, I think. Are you looking at them over there?
Yeah, I'm looking at them. It looks like whose squad is this?
Maybe Dr. Kamikaze.
Yeah, this is Barton's squad. This is still Barton's squad. He has a full 9-man squad, still pushing westbound towards the compound. But you can see they're about 500, maybe 600 meters out from the combat zone.
They are. They're just little bitty red dots from my view at the compound. Again, this compound is in Charlie 8, keypad 5. Good little location.
Yeah, U.S. now has a good amount of defenses up: sandbags, HESCO walls, HESCO bunkers. So it's going to be pretty challenging for INS to take this point.
Yeah, it will be. The longer they wait, the more supply points that the U.S. get and that they can use to reinforce. They've already got 150 cal set up that I can see. They can set up more. They've got HESCOs, sandbags. They're fixing to fortify really well here.
Yeah, you can see U.S. actually made a great tactical decision. They have control over this this fork on the northeast side of the compound, and it's locking down the huge MSR that's running east to west. And INS is trying to figure out how to cross because that's a large open area.
Yeah, that Humvee can see far east as well, so it's going to be hard to sneak around.
Yep, incoming arty rounds on the U.S. right now. INS is using that arty truck to soften up the zone.
Yeah, that's good. It'll keep them moving too. Stir those U.S. soldiers up, keep them on their toes, make them look where they're not wanting to look, and give the insurgents time to sneak in.
Squad 4
0 casualties, green on him.
Arty truck still trying to get sighted properly. Those rounds are hitting a little too far to the east. INS is making a coordinated push with this Arty strike. They're trying to cross that MSR right now. Arty truck rounds landing a little short. It gets 2 players though. Anton and Big Yes go down to an Arty strike.
Hutch, be careful. You should have guys right around that corner.
Yeah, copy that.
It's Charlie AK5. Just
Huge skirmish right now from the north side of the MSR over to the south. The Arty truck doing what it can on the east. I do think it needs to reload now, though.
Medic, I say you go with them. Go with the other squad. I'll try loan this because.
INS trying to shift over to the northwest side.
Yeah, those Arty trucks can reload as much as they want. They can do whatever.
Alright, no more smoke.
See some insurgents pushing in the west side.
Copy.
Very
Yep,
little
INS
defense.
is trying to shift over the west. They notice that the west flank is the least defended flank. That east has infantry in the fields across the road as well. So they're going to try to shift the majority of the forces over to the west and breach through that western side of the wall.
Actually, Satan just fired. He's got the saw. He's just lighting up that corner of the wall. Hutch took his whole squad back, scared him off. Jackal's still shooting some fire. Or, I'm sorry, Satan's still shooting some fire. Here comes Foo and Jackal Purcell. I'm going to take a little look over Satan's shoulder, see what he's seeing. Now there's smoke.
I think US decided to send that Humvee out to look for the Arty truck.
Let's see if we can track him down then, eh? You know, I lost the Humvee. Oh, that Humvee's on the road on the MSR. They're just buzzing around. That's risky.
Call just came over US comm or insurgent comms. They say that they cannot breach through the west. It's too heavily covered, so they're going to try to find another entry. I do think, though, that Barton is getting closer and closer, so that's another 9-man reinforcements that INS is going to get to kind of work with and try to breach this combat. Where is that Arty truck, by the way?
You know, the Arty truck? Don't know. He's probably back at one of the resupply points. There's a few.
Arty truck got spotted by the Humvee, and the Humvee is trying to take out the Arty truck right now.
Nah, Humvee gunner is down. Biff Tannen got taken out. The Humvee is running.
3, I need your AR over here.
So that was really close. INS almost lost the Arty truck, which is almost vital, almost irreplaceable because of its importance and the pressure that's needed to take out those garrison infantry inside that southern compound.
Oh, it's a very key element to this battle. And look at that. They've got almost a full squad element along the wall on the north side. Looks like CG Fu got around the western entrance. He's probably going to try to sneak to the south. And there's Ducky waiting, just watching the corner waiting. See if Sifu sneaks in. We're going to maybe see a trade. Oh, he got Fu. Ducky got Fu. I think Ducky got shot.
Additional Arty shots coming in, landing really close. If they just drop a couple on the elevation, they'll be landing right on target.
Road, Humvee's on the road. Get cover, get cover.
Oh yeah, here they come. That'd be northeast from the U.S. location.
I need you to destroy that Humvee ASAP.
1, we're 4 effective.
Oh, it looks like that Humvee spotted the guys on the wall from the east side. 2 guys go down from Hutch's squad. They've scrambled, but a couple casualties have already been incurred. Merrick 362 just got around the wall before they got him. It appears the artillery truck is stuck. He might not be able to be effective anymore.
Oh no, he's already unstuck.
Oh, he got loose. Good on him. Got loose. If I hit
This
tab
Arty
and look
truck
at the
needs to get in
kills,
position.
looking at kills, it's 16-15 U.S. to insurgents, so it's a even match right now.
Very even match. Very even match.
Well played by both. Now that we got Barton's squad coming up, it's going to be tough. This is going to come. It's going to be great. A lot of smoke grenades are going to be seen. We're going to see a lot of grenades.
I feel like this arty truck is the key. If they don't utilize this properly, they're going to be running into a stone wall, and they're going to stop dead in their tracks. They need this pressure from accurate arty
he's heading
fire
back.
to. Yep.
He's heading back to where he was earlier.
Cloud Void is getting
effective.
ready. He is getting ready. He is oriented properly. We'll see if he can start raining death on the U.S. Soldiers here.
Oh, here comes some shots. Here they come.
Oh, that's a little too low.
Oh, about to kill his own guys. Got to aim her up a little. There we go. Oh, a little high. He's clearing the entire compound. He's hitting the southern hillsides. There we go. He's getting her lined
He is
up.
landing some nice shots.
And Cloud Void is bailed. They ditched the arty. But they've got their entire force here, so they're probably going to push. They've got the entire north side encompassed.
They're stacked up on the east. They're going to prepare to break.
Ducky goes down. They got Ducky through the western wall. Satan's going to be watching like a hawk. Oh, Satan goes down. That was Noctis got him. Great shot by Noctis. Took out Satan. That's going to expose that western entrance. Really good. If the insurgents can push in there, they can eliminate this U.S. force with speed.
Yeah, now that saw is down on the west, INS does have a chance to breach from the west. They're going to need a lot of smoke cover, though.
Oh, it looks like Truth Realm and Shelb saw him, so they're firing bullets now. Keeping them at bay. A lot going on. East side's taking shots. Jaffe's got his guys. Hyper Evo on the east side. Jay Remick and Nasty Nate trying to hold them off.
Yeah, INS is pushing up inch by inch, taking out U.S. defenders one by one. They're getting closer and closer.
Oh,
two guys
what
go
a
down.
fucking
Hyper and Jaffe
grenade
go
by
down to
Jay
a good
Remick.
grenade.
Great GL by Jay Remick. That was beautiful. Took them both out. That was awesome. Great shot by him. He was patient too. He waited until he saw Hyper Evo and shot him. Head back over to the west side. There's two angles to cover. Great job by the insurgents attacking from both sides. And good job by the U.S. also to cover both sides. The U.S. guys, Truth Realm fired a smoke grenade to hinder the view of the western push. That's good. It's going to make those insurgents squint as they're trying to peek in and see where the shots are coming from.
Comms on INS. They're going to rearm the rocket techie and bombard the compound. So I do think that is the the best option here, considering how U.S. does have a solid hold over all corners. They need indirect fire to soften up this point once again before they push it.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. That is key. That's going to spread those U.S. forces out. And the main thing is it's going to make them move from cover to where they're uncomfortable and exposed. That's going to give the insurgents a chance to take the shot. Shinobi's on the west side trying to advance, but there's Cloud Void and Jack Owens way west of him. So for every flank, there's another flank. There is a small hill cover. Oh. Shinobi might just get a sneak right over. Oh, he's getting shot at though. Looks like he's spotted by Bunny. Bunny's a very patient player, so he'll wait it out until Shinobi stands up, and then he'll shoot him again.
Down the south.
Yeah, they're pushing out the south, but yeah, they're pushing out the.
Bunny hit him once. Shinobi's taking off. He's got a bandage.
I have plenty of smoke.
Is he gonna make it?
Tell me when and where.
Is there really any way to flank this compound, or do we have
It does look like no one's actually going to rearm the rocket techie. I think that's quite a blunder.
To try to get some more fire into it. We could get it down to the resupply and fire it from there.
If you think you can walk it in, if you can
Humvee lighting up another technical. Looks like Barton was going to bring it over, but he got taken out. Goodbye technical. The U.S. have gone up 21 to 18 in kills, so they're using this defense really well. Slowly wiping out vehicles.
Yeah, I'm hiding here, so I hope they come up close on me.
Oh shit.
Alright, I got
Good
this
grenade.
watch
Damon
for
the
you.
Rapper goes
Close to the
down.
south.
Great grenade
Joe,
by
you still
I don't know
running?
who threw that, but it was good. Still a ton of Western pressure from the insurgents. They're doing a great job over there. They might not be getting in, but they are making their presence felt. And Shadowed Ritual goes down. Looks like maybe Truth Realm got him, or nah, not him.
Southeast.
He
158
shelved.
coming around that
Not
corner.
Oscar, Juliet, and Noctis going for the rocket techie. So they're finally going to get that rearmed.
Brought you with just in case we get you.
And once again, eastern side. Here comes Bear on a tricycle and Little Jin.
INS at this point in time, I think, just needs to lock down the perimeter, ensure US doesn't try to do some kind of breakout flank, and just
Remick and
just
Little
nail
Jin
it with
trade.
Artie.
Yeah, and that's one thing about us. We have the best view. We can tell, what the best idea to do is. It's hard for the insurgents and the U.S. forces to realize that what's going on around them. They hear gunshots and they hear explosions way the other direction and stuff like that. It's really hard for them to know what's exactly going on. They have no idea that of everything we see.
Right.
If you ask any U.S. soldier right now, they would say there might be 1 or 2 insurgents on the north side of that wall, not 5. Because they don't know. They haven't been shot at for a while. They're wondering if maybe they're regrouping, trying to push in from the east, trying to push in from the west. And so it's a great job by the U.S. forces to just be patient. They've got to the compound. They've secured the area. They know what they need to do, and they're doing it.
Nobody else has comms. Let's try to cover.
They're making the insurgents win. They have to play. They make the insurgents play to win, and they're taking over now. They've got 5 kills on them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, no more than a dozen left on the insurgents, I think.
Cool. Squad lead, why don't you run across the street and direct those blueberries?
Almost all the U.S. forces are within the compound.
Squad lead,
Only
why don't you run across
Weibo is
the street
outside
and
to
light
the
up those
southeast.
blueberries over there?
He's prone under a tree.
Squad lead's rearming the vehicle.
Not
One
a
thing
lot
we
for him to
haven't
look
been
at right now.
thinking about is how the ammo counts are doing for both sides. At this point, amazing RPG shot by
That's great. Lish
Merrick.
command goes down. Lish goes down to that. Great RPG.
Yeah, ammo counts for both teams must be getting a little bit lower. I would assume that the U.S. is actually running lower than INS because they're trying to put suppressive fire through those entries.
Definitely.
But INS is playing it slow.
The good thing for the INS is that they can resupply vehicles. So if they get vehicles, they can keep resupplying them and providing all the fire they want.
Exactly.
Looks like there's still a U.S. soldier in the Humvee, though, and that is a key element currently. They've already taken out, I think, a SPG and that technical with the G.Skill in it. So they're doing work with that Humvee.
Oscar is trying to align the rocket techie. He is off by a couple degrees.
Oh, they got that rocket techie a ways away now.
Yeah. Hopefully, someone calls out corrections for Oscar, simply because he is quite a few degrees off.
Yeah, actually, Best Pony for the U.S. just called out the rocket techie to his northeast because that's pretty much where it is, and it's shooting a little south. So once he gets a little straightened out, he could be real effective.
Oh, he is straightened out now. Now it's all going to be about elevation.
Oh, here they come. There's a couple coming in. Oh, here comes more. I'll tell you
Almost
what, they're
on
suppressing
target.
me. They were close. I got ripples in the water underneath me where they hit. So they're putting them in the compound.
I'm not sure why they're doing it again, but INS are abandoning that rocket techie once again. I do think that's the only way they're going to crack this can open.
Well, they've got Silas and Bunny creeping around to the west and southwest. That could be the key they need to get in. There's no one watching the south side for the U.S. right now.
Very true.
We got a rally down here at the south to detect,
Silas is being very patient.
Oh, okay. Good
He's
spot.
scanning. He sees the rally point. That doesn't mean anything.
To your direct front.
There's nothing else for him to look at. He just sees he's looking at the hole in the wall. And there's
INS
no
actually
US
doing a
soldiers down
really
here.
good job of picking people up right now.
Oh, 2 INS go down. Their numbers are dwindling. They got to make that final push and get in there and get some kills, or they're going to get hurt. U.S. force is doing a great job of defending right now.
Best Pony and Weibo locking down that eastern flank.
Great job by them.
Oscar
they just took out
and
Oscar
Noctis both
Juliet
go down.
and Noctis. Great job, both of those guys. There's Kilmore and Bunny, or no, that's Silas and Bunny on the southwest side. They need to move in. They've got all the opportunity, but they're sitting there. And you see that a lot in these situations. They don't know what's ahead of them, so they're afraid to move. They're for all they know, there could be an entire squad watching the southern side. There they go. They've been watching it for a good minute now, and time to move in. Cutting that corner.
We're down
good.
to 3 INS.
Bunny moves back. Oh, Sensei Mike just about takes them both down. Should be reporting them on the south side. We ought to see Weibo and Best Pony turn their attention to the west. Silas and Bunny continuing their eastern push. They're going to see Weibo and Best Pony really soon.
Right now, he's looking at me.
Oh, Bunny should see Best Pony.
On the other side.
Yep. I'm looking at the now. He's looking at me.
Look out.
Bersang is about to peek.
Corner right here, dude. He's right on the other side of this wall.
Bersang takes down Silas, and Bunny and Bersang trade. Good job by Bersang, 2 for 1 on the south side. That was a great job by Bersang. He could have saved the U.S. forces right there.
I do think that's GG. All INS down.
That's it. That's GG. We'll see a GG from command really soon, or from in a broadcast really soon. Should be round 1. Boy, that was good. That was a good one.
Yeah, we saw.
And you're right, Krusty the
Mephistola?
Sailor. Artie is awesome. They were being effective with it. They just didn't realize that they needed to keep
Yeah, they
shooting.
just need more
effective.
consistency. They just needed consistent fire over a long duration, and you're gonna get lucky. Those the variation in the Artie shots, they are gonna hit someone.
And there's the GG from Hyper Evo. That's a good game. I'll throw a GG up for everybody.
Holy shit, man.
Oh my god.
Jeez,
That was good. That was really close. That could have gone anybody's direction. It kind of got run away with the US, but that was really good.
Until you've got your squads sorted.
That was round 1 of Operation Spartan Trail. An excellent op. That was a lot of fun. That was made by Hutch and Lish together. They put their heads together. That was round 1, U.S. against Insurgents. I was Creeping and Lish's squad won that one, but it was really close. We'll see how Creeping handles the U.S. side this time, where he's going to put his defense location. We'll see how Lish plans on assaulting it. With that, we're going to take a quick break, 5-10 minutes, do our little, bathroom break, get another drink, do what we do. Fill up that chat with questions. We'll answer a bunch of questions when we come back. If you have any questions about this operation, about our other operations, about squad ops in general, about our community, about anything like that, throw them up in the chat. We'll answer them here in a few minutes right when we get back. And with that, we'll take an intermission real quick. And thanks for watching.